Welcome back to the 2024 World Series of Poker Main Event. The hunt for the money has never been more tense, as we are just a few eliminations away from all remaining players guaranteed $15,000 on their way to a potential $10 million payout. My name is Remko Rinkema. This is a 1-hour preview of the action on our YouTube channel. The superstars, Lon McCarron and Jesse Sylvia, are on the call on our main station on PokerGO.com. They will have coverage for you, roughly 8 hours of poker on PokerGO today. So please join me, hang out, enjoy this first hour, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to see the bubble. There's a look at the numbers. 1,529 players returned for play today, and only 1,517 will ultimately receive a payout of $15,000. So that first big bump, that first big jump is on the line as we kick things off here on day 4. The road to the final table is still extremely long, but could this man be a real contender? He goes by Barstool Nate. His name is Eric Nathan, and he has a lot of fans watching him. And Kevin Pollak here, Hollywood superstar of lots of excellent movies, is at his table, along with a friend of mine, Mr. Steve Enriquez, who runs our PokerGO Spain channel. So if you do speak Spanish, please go over to PokerGO Spain to watch coverage of this event right now. And Tom Dwan is back on our secondary table. Dwan, of course, took this table by the horns during yesterday's late-night coverage. He is back. He is hiding behind this player for now. But I can only imagine Dwan is trying to apply that pressure. And there is Eric Mizrachi, one of the kindest people in poker, one of the Mizrachi brothers. He's cashed a main event on multiple occasions before. This man knows the drill. He knows what to do. And we'll see if Mizrachi can get another cash in the main event. I believe he is the last brother remaining right now in the tournament.
Oh, it is an absolutely electric atmosphere here in the ballroom. The WSOP Main Event bubble will be broken in just minutes. 1,529 players come back today. 12 will not make the money. Among the hopefuls, some of the biggest names in the game. Phil Ivey enters day 4 with almost 600,000 in chips. 7-time bracelet winner Daniel Negreanu also in the mix. He is short stack. He might not care too much about that main cash. He might be going for it here. He has about 75,000 in chips. We also have some former World Series of Poker Main Event champions still left, including the defending champ, Daniel Wyman. He's in the hunt. He's a little bit short, hovering around 80K right now. The 2022 Main Event champ, Espen Jorstad, in slightly better shape, around 135, and the 2021 Main Event champ, Koray Aldemir, in the best shape of all, with more than 440,000 in chips entered today. The chip leader in here has more than 2 million in chips. We also have at least 6 players in this very room who have bubbled the World Series of Poker Main Event before. You know this is quite the stressful day for them. It's so exciting in here. We can't wait to showcase Bubble Day. Come on.
All right, lots of action to be had before we reach the money. Here's a look at our horseshoe room. Play will be very slow to start, so I'm going to need you guys to hype it up a little bit in the chat, because we will likely not see lots of quick hands being played. Everyone on their toes
there's
here.
No way to fuck this up. Congratulations.
How would you start with?
No. Trust me. I'll be here. Congratulations.
You know what? Thank you so much.
No, I mean it.
No, I know you do.
It's a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, man. Especially over 7. That means you don't give up. And I love that.
Here's
That's
a look
great.
at our first hand on the main feature table. Steve Enriquez from
Truly
Spain
happy.
involved
Thank you so
against
much.
Chen.
I'll be 3 for 8. But look, it's not a competition.
It's not.
No. Wait.
It's not.
That's exactly what it is.
No. No, this
I always
is
get that wrong.
this is friendship.
I think for life, is that too overreaching?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
That's fair. I'm glad that it's your decision.
I think you just go back to Hollywood and forget I exist.
Hollywood? Hollywood?
Or they're not calling anymore.
Nate, come on.
Now I watched Marvelous Miss Maisel. Good show.
Are you an actor?
I did not expect to hear that out of you.
Great show.
Are you an actor?
you can pull out the 1,000 out of your wallet if you want.
Enriquez lets it go.
Yes, sorry, yes.
No reason
really.
to
Great
take
show.
massive
Yeah.
risks here.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's
No
your
doubt, huh?
Chris.
No hesitation.
Chris.
Christian.
Kevin.
No hesitation.
First Kings.
Jewish.
Look at Kings over there.
Thank you, Nate.
Argentina.
Appreciate that.
Jewish?
Yes, sir.
So am I.
Power to the people.
I was like, how do you reply to that?
No,
Should
for
we
me it's
reenact
obvious.
our bar mitzvah right
For
now?
me it's obvious because
Can I tell you a quick joke?
Yeah.
2 Jews walk into a bar. They buy it.
And we're
What
off the
happened?
featured.
Oh, what happened?
Cancel.
Can I get 5
Of course.
chips? Thank you.
Nate
My
has
beautiful
tried to
stacks.
make the money in the main event on many other occasions. Has never done it, has never pulled it off. Kevin Pollak
Okay,
already
let's slow
congratulating
this
him
down.
on making it.
Oh,
Is
somebody.
your 4th cast in the night? Did you make it?
Oh,
You said it yesterday, right? 4th?
What's going on with that thing? Is it
Third?
like actually 5, 15, 26?
What?
How many casts in the main event for you?
This will be number 3.
wait a
3.
second.
All right.
One.
Could be.
The 3 of 8.
Good for you.
And in baseball,
18.
that's Hall of Fame
Now,
first ballot.
Maybe, how many?
Just saying.
I lost.
This ain't baseball.
30, so maybe 4 now.
Any deep run
Raise
before?
134.
I had 1 deep run my first year.
18,000.
134, I could see the remaining 14 tables. That was sick.
Let's see, huh?
And they replayed it yesterday on PokerGO because
that
I went
right?
out queens against queens on the feature table.
And you lost?
Again, I went out queens
Yeah.
against
I
queens.
mean, that was sick.
yeah.
Drill the knife in. That's it.
It was
Sorry.
fantastic.
Put salt on your.
That's
Using this to tank.
flash.
It's not lost on us.
Now that you said that.
He's taking his time. I like it.
Yes, it was a guy calling clubs
He's
and
an
everybody was
What is
Look
it?
at this. The Hollywood star
No, he's
taking his time,
and all the short stacks.
stalling already.
I know if
This guy was
Ladies and gentlemen,
stay over here because I'm going to club for
the
everybody.
stalling has begun.
somebody else just send me the.
It's still on me? Okay.
I tell you, I have the table names. That's.
It's funny how
So in the booth,
This guy.
Lon
This
and
is
Jesse
this guy,
Silva
This is this guy.
guys.
No, he's new to the table. You see.
are wondering
This is him.
what's
This is you?
taking me so long.
Austria, yeah.
Why haven't I raised yet?
Thanks, Nathan. This time. Okay,
And they're
there's
right
only
to
one
ask
more. Okay, there's also him. The 2 of them wasn't in the table.
But we played together yesterday, all day.
fun?
So much fun.
Get this guy a bloody Academy Award, mate.
Multi-award winning, not an academy, but others. Okay, I'm just gonna fold so that Lon and Jesse can come after me.
wow.
Food for fodder.
I'll come after you too, Kevin.
Take your time.
He announced
Oh,
fold.
man,
He's holding on to the
rest of you
cards.
would raise with this hand.
I mean, can we go?
Okay.
Isn't it crazy
Gonna
how
make this easy.
a Hollywood
Oh, no.
star wearing a watch
See?
that probably
This is why
costs
you don't raise.
quite
I
a bit
went
of money
from numbskull to genius.
Twice
is
in a row.
so concerned with the
Playing
15K
card over
bubble.
I love that Yanni's having a thing. This is awesome.
What is that?
He's not happy.
Not even a chance, mate.
He's not happy.
Just a little Aussie battler. Come over on a plane. Actually came here on a door and some flippers. Come on, mate.
I wonder if Lon and Jesse in the booth are saying, Kevin, you idiot, you dodged a bullet.
They're definitely saying the first part.
Well, sure.
Surprisingly so, Pollak made the right decision here. His
That
ace
should be
queen in the
selling my
muck.
hand.
I'm folding
Chen
monster.
finding
He's gonna-
ace
this one
king.
is ace king. Previous one was kings.
He can. Oh, no, there's an open over there.
CJ Chen
I forgot. I didn't even see that open. I forgot all about that.
makes it
Uh-huh.
340
Uh-huh.
here.
Open
Uh-huh.
there. Dude, they're
Takes
still
it
in
down.
action.
Still action.
Let's do action.
You just have to beat ace king. By the way,
I honestly didn't see. I'm sorry. I should be penalized for
You can
this.
go with nines.
Don't worry.
It was a flip, so
I'm sorry.
fellas, you won't know this for a half hour, but I folded ace queen.
It is. Don't worry.
Kings plus one, now ace king.
You're really concerned.
Ace king.
Why you need
Okay.
wait for the money?
Ace queen.
I'm sorry.
You're big here.
You called it?
And if he had kings in the previous one, it's going to be a
Hey, look who's here.
If you had
How are
pocket
you?
pair, you would call. No.
I'm sorry.
Very well.
You got kings 2 hands ago?
You'll find out in 30 minutes, right?
If it's kings, I called you twice.
The number went back up, no?
you're just tuning in, this
It
is
was
our 1-hour
15:24
preview
on the
of
website this morning.
the action in the WSOP Main Event, Day 4. We are approaching the money
Oh,
bubble.
we've lost
Play
3
will
already.
Be slow.
Hello. So
I'll
we're
apologize
minutes away from hand
in
for hand.
advance for any stalling we have to endure here. At least we're in this
Any
together,
minutes away.
chat. Me and
Gotcha.
you suffering together. Let us
Yep.
know in the chat who you're rooting for. Lots of big names, superstars still in the hunt here in the main event. We have
Yes.
Tom Dwan on our secondary
okay.
table.
So we saw that last time with 5-6 of hearts. That's good to know. Nate, this one's for you. That's Nate. He knows it.
Potentially the richest man at the table, caring the
Oh,
most about the
Nate.
money bubble. Has plenty of chips to fold
Nate,
without
Nate,
stress.
Handcuff. You're the same. We're both
Kevin Pollak taking his time with the Queen 6. A little quicker than with the Ace Queen, but still. Staval here, by the way, raising it up with Ace King. He is not going to sit on his hands.
Every hand.
36,000.
Christian
Should've sat in
Staval
that chair.
from Argentina.
Far out. What have I done?
By the way, Argentina in the
Yeah, just remember
finals
he's raised, all right?
of
Just
Copa
let me know.
America.
Before you open
I
up.
am from the Netherlands, and currently, I will admit, Netherlands, England is on my second screen here in the booth. So if you hear me crying at any point, you know the reason. But I'm expecting to be celebrated. Let's go Netherlands. Come on. I think actually
not showing up, huh?
we'll have plenty of time to watch
Showing up.
the football during this bubble hour because play will be very slow. And look at
Oh, sorry.
Vlachulis, 5 deuce off on the button, also taking his sweet time. Ifla with the quick fold. Nutzel with King 10 of diamonds, 459. He looks like the kind of guy who could get really out of line. The bucket hat, the glasses. I know he folds right now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see something wild from him. Action back on Staval. Chen, by the way, 3-betting
Welcome.
in
Thank
position
you.
with Jack 8
How
of
was
clubs.
breakfast?
It was wonderful.
A little long?
No, perfect.
Oh, good.
It was perfect.
Heads up.
Nice omelet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a little
Here comes the flop.
ice
Queen,
latte,
Jack, deuce.
orange juice,
Very
Our
nice.
3-better.
business calls,
What'd you throw in that omelet?
Finds the
mushrooms.
Jack.
Just mushrooms.
Mushrooms, tomatoes, spinach.
You went for a little healthy breakfast.
I did.
And then a whole lot of potatoes and toasted bread?
Not too much. The calls this morning kept me from the gym, so I had to be healthy.
Oh, buddy. Don't I know
Action.
that?
How are
Check
you?
through on
I'm
the
Ray,
flop
by the way.
here.
Ray, by the way, is that
Staval
Italian?
with Ace King.
Kevin Pollak, how are you?
Oh,
All right.
The shorter stack here.
He's not happy at all about that moment.
why?
Nate, not a fan.
I know. Oh, man.
What can I do?
Bet 45,000.
Not familiar with
Staval
any,
leading
like,
here
what
for
show are you on?
45,000.
Most aren't.
I don't know, because I don't watch TV much. So.
Do you have a phone?
Have you seen Superman?
Don't make me do the work for
From
you.
like the 70s.
90s. My girlfriend, my wife
I've
was
no
very,
idea.
very big in the 90s. My girlfriend and my wife.
Chen comes along, makes the call. His Jack 8 is going to be good enough of the time
Kevin,
here.
what?
P-O-L-L-A-K.
River
Don't
brings
put a C in there.
the 10 of
Yeah,
hearts,
no way.
and Staval hits the gut shot straight draw on the river. Broadway for him with
Yeah, this is my
182,000 in the
favorite
middle. Now,
moment of the
third heart, of course,
entire
comes in, but
tournament.
it's a great spot for him to get some value.
Median. I like it.
I've done a few movies. I don't know the exact number, 91. but
Nah.
I will say that 6 of them are quite good.
With your hat and glasses, I can't recognise you, but I
It's
recognise
like
you.
hands.
Yeah.
That's right. You got to play a lot of hands.
Gotta
for
play a
6 of
lot.
them. Yeah, you just got to win one every, decade. One movie a decade.
We're here, baby.
Yeah.
We're here in the main on day 4.
Like better than venture capital investment. 1 out of 10.
Now we know what you
1 out
do.
of 10. No, I'm
And
gonna
look at
do-
this, Staval
Yeah.
Well
going for value here.
My dad was a math teacher.
Looks like 114,000,
Played chess early.
betting
done. Taught you
roughly half his
I
stack.
know, he hates me playing poker.
Chen
Oh, well.
with
He
a
said I-
pure
he
bluff
has my
catcher here on the
game.
river.
Where are you from?
Cincinnati.
Just with the Jack. Losing
I grew up
to
in New Jersey.
any combo I
I've
can
been
think
in
of.
Cincinnati longer than
Because the accent is neither.
tournament.
Calling a 3-bet out of position
Yes.
on the money bubble. You got to give your
That's how
opponent
we
credit
know.
for a
Can we get
strong
some
hand.
water?
There you go.
And I was not going to play the main
Good
event. I was here
attempt
for
from
PLO.
Chen, by the way.
You're
Planned
in the
aggression,
movie
but
Casino. I'm trying to remember what
It's not important. You know what? I'm not going to help you with this.
I got to work this stuff
Yeah,
out.
do some reading. Get back to me when it makes sense. You've embarrassed me enough.
I'm so dumb, mate. I'm such a dumb kid.
No, no.
Oh my God.
No, I'm clearly.
Spend too much
Fucking
time.
hell.
Spend too much time fishing. Oh my God.
Did you say too much time teaching?
Fishing.
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 That's the action.
Kevin Pollock was
Teaching,
in
I
the
was
movie
going to
Casino.
thank you for your service. Fishing.
Also,
I'm ex-army,
Always
but
thinking, but
definitely not
no
a
breaks
teacher.
or-
I swear too much.
the usual suspects, a few good men,
Oh, are you
the whole
fishing
9
as well?
yards.
I love fishing though. Love fishing. Oh my God.
As Chen lets it go.
Once I
and
finish up in the States
Staval
and get back home, they'll have a
chips up
Ni
very
un farol
nicely.
tenés ahí, papá. Ni un farol.
Just so everyone knows, we started today 17 places off the money.
That number
Already
accurate?
had some eliminations.
Yeah, very accurate. But we won't be in the main.
Here's a look out in the room. There's Phil Ivey. Phil Ivey still in the mix. Look at that. That green stack worth 450,000 chips. That red stack worth 100,000. So Ivey just around 500, a little above. And Daniel Negreanu.
You already mocked
Daniel
him.
Negreanu needs the money.
That's a tell.
He needs the 15K. Folds to the money for Negreanu. All jokes aside, he's going to try to run up a stack here on day 4. As we've seen on our feature table, action very slow so far.
Told myself I wasn't gonna play this.
Let's stay with this table for just a hand.
Give me that fucking hand. Can I play his discards?
If I were in your shoes, I'd play 3 ropes.
You would, huh? There we go. Best hand in the mock. Give me something like he had. You don't have that.
Action feels Negreanu on the button. Excuse me, the player on his right is, of course, still in the hand. Negreanu would probably be playing for his term of life if he did anything. No time being wasted.
I would have went, but it was the right one. It was a good sweat.
Negreanu looks fresh. He looks refreshed. I think he's ready for a big day.
And a king and a nothing across, so it's an ace, deuce, or a 3. Ace? Ace, king? Come on.
All right, here's a look at Tom Dwan's table. Eric Mizrachi in the 1 seat. We also have Van Driessen in the 3 seat. He was in the same exact seat yesterday. This man, with a robotic style, was laying down the law.
USA's out.
Can I buy one drink here?
So much I know about football.
Van Driessen raising up to 17K. Now,
Herbal tea, green tea.
at a lot of tables, you'll see the chip leader just raise every hand, applying that pressure.
And a roofie.
Get some reports from the outer table that Jesse Lonis, WSOP bracelet winner and high roller regular, is bluffing every hand, trying to apply that pressure on his opponents.
Yeah, could you bring like 8 of them?
Yeah.
8? Yeah, 8 for a table. Yeah. All right.
What are they paying anyway? 1,500?
It's right around here.
1,500, like 20 people to go. No, 17.
Action folds around to Fam. Let's go to the big blind. If Van Driessen takes this one down, the Frenchman on the big stack, a real force here in the main event. By the way, if you're enjoying our coverage here on YouTube, our bubble coverage, I know that maybe not the most appealing poker because it's slow, but still, there is a hint of adrenaline in the air here as we approach that money bubble. Please smash that like button on our video on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are approaching 600,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'd love to see that number pop up. Only a couple hundred more until we get to 595. 600K during the main is my goal for the YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for being with us here. That's Eric Mizrachi, the twin brother of Michael Mizrachi, excuse me.
Nah, I just hit it.
Eric Mizrachi has 500K in earnings of his own. Finished in the money in the main event back in 2010 when all 4 brothers finished in the money.
I think it is. It didn't cross. It crossed. Nah, the whole ball. The whole ball, then, yeah, you're right. The whole ball.
Wow, look at this.
I got a hand or something, so I only like half.
True Trading Group is donating 50 YouTube memberships. 50, that is the biggest number I've ever seen. Much love, thank you.
Really? Hockey, what? Ballpark. You see that save on the Panthers?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's my first favorite team. Nice.
Yeah.
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, the other year, yeah.
Like, who do you want to win? I was like,
I don't care.
That was a good team. Well, actually, I wanted Golden Knights because my daughter's in 2 of the players' classes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Barbashev and Petrangelo. What you got?
Vandrisa raising it up. With 9-8 suited, of course. As I said, big stacks applying pressure.
David, after you look close, yay or nay?
Eric Mizrachi with ace-8 of spades in the big blinds. Looks like he wants to tangle. Makes the call for the big blind.
Heads up.
Look at this, ace-8-7. Gin for Mizrachi flopping 2 pair. Ignore what's on the screen there. Little issue there with the card reader. Vandrisa also flops a pair of 8s.
$15,000.
There it is. Ace-7-8, 2 clubs. Now, if you're Mizrachi here, of course, the right approach is to keep calling down the chip leader, who will likely continue to be aggressive here as Vandrisa also improves his hand, picks up a straight draw. His hand far from over. Keeps on raining YouTube subs. Incredible stuff here. Another 50 donated. River card is the 8 of diamonds, and now Mizrachi fills up to a full house. But Vandrisa makes trips. 76K in the middle. Mizrachi quick to reach for those red chips. And look at that, looks like
45,000.
45,000 is the bet. The question now is, how does Vandrisa read into this? Have these guys played before? Mizrachi has 275K behind. Trips looking so strong here.
Race 125,000.
And there it is. Vandrisa thinks that the 8 here is gonna be enough to squeeze some more out of Eric Mizrachi. Van Driessen probably reads him for an ace trying to get value. Little does he know, Eric Mizrachi has made a full house, and we can all picture what he's about to do. Eric Mizrachi counting out his chips. Wow, he's really worried about aces here, from the looks of it.
125. It's a call.
Wow, Eric Mizrachi, afraid of the nuts here, makes the call with eights full of aces, and that is the money bubble, ladies and gentlemen. Eric Mizrachi just too concerned.
Right, just in case. I mean, only one hand can be me, but
Wow, and True Trading Group is just going absolutely bananas in the chat here. Have already donating 200 YouTube subs. This is out of this world. I've never seen anything like this.
That one a little different. You would have went all the way. Yeah, but I played with him yesterday. There's no trouble with this thing. The cards. The call with Ace.
All right, chat. Show this man some love. Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't know how he played.
When we get to 2,000 likes and an extra 200 YouTube subscribers, we'll show you guys the whole money bubble. How about that? We'll go until the money bubble bursts. How about that? So 2,500 or 2,000 likes on the video and an extra 200 YouTube subscribers. So just hit that subscribe button. We'll extend this thing and show you the entire money bubble. How about that?
No, I want it. I want to put it in. I really do. Lines are coming around. I've never bubbled the main event. It would be like a cool thing, you know? Potentially. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I've done that. I'm in the cool club.
PPC champion, bubble the main event. Yeah. All the bucket list things checked off, you know?
Is that what you get? Free ticket?
Used to. I don't know about now.
I think that's not even bubbling.
It's that true bubble. True bubble. Last year, I think 3 people.
How come we still have 5 today? Like nobody goes broke?
I think we're probably on the faster end of the
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like I think we're
I should be stalling.
We haven't had a call.
I'm supposed to be. Can't do it. Karma. Karma.
DeGrom is still one of our short stacks. Joking about wanting to bubble, something he's never done before. Here's a look at the clock. Look at that, 15:22, 15:17 will get paid. So 5 left before we make the money. Trust me, that can take a while. That can take a while. Jack Ethel will announce hand for hand when we are 1 or 2 off the money, depending on how quick it goes. And then, of course, we'll have to wait for every hand to finish before play will continue. Look at this. We've already hit 2K likes. Now, let's hit 200 new YouTube subscribers. That's just the free sub on YouTube. Just click the subscribe button. While you're at it, turn on the notifications, hit the bell.
שמעת? צריך לדרוש מארי הכסף על הברנדינג שאני הולך לתת לו.
But I was slowing things down.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying. We're about to get slow, so and you're not close to the lowest
לא,
stack.
שאלתי אותו כבר שהוא בא
No.
לי.
Your stack's way shorter than you.
All right, this sounds like Charlie Charisi in the background, one of the head tournament supervisors, announcing the dealers to stand up.
All in.
when
Never.
the hand is
Ace queen,
completed.
yes,
and
but not-
That's
all
fine.
it announced here on the feature table. Let's see these cards.
Oh, shit.
I guess we
You're gonna show this one?
You're a beast today, yeah? What did you get for breakfast?
I guess we missed this one. All right, we got a flash sale going on right now. Sign up for a new annual subscription to PokerGo in the next 20 minutes using promo code YT20 and get $20 off your first year of the annual subscription. Also, receive $20 in credit for the shop on a $100 purchase. So if you want to watch the rest of the main event, you might as well jump in now. $20 off the annual subscription with YT20, and then we will credit you through email with a shop credit as well to pick out something nice for yourself or maybe for a friend. Who knows? So flash sale right now. You're on the clock. 20 minutes left here. We have about 70 or 80 hours of main event coverage left on PokerGo.com. That is going to be one heck of a ride. Lon McCarran, Norman Chat are going to be doing commentary. We got the night shift back.
Thank God.
Nick Schulman and Alina Jad. Starting tomorrow, every night we have the night shift. That's going to be a blast as well.
I'm taking my time. Insane, man. I folded ace 10 off.
Ever anyone here been to Taiwan?
No, tell us about it.
We have good poker there now. So,
Very good poker.
Yeah, very good poker. Nice.
What are the
place.
casinos there?
We don't have casino, but we have good poker club. 50, 60.
Poker clubs.
Second
All right,
nuts, I mean,
looking
obviously
over
that
at
nuts
our
are going, but
outer table
on
here,
that history
Sang
with it.
flopping top pair, top kicker
Said he was-
against
but obviously
Apicella.
for the money, it's all in. But he's probably not even calling anyway with 3 8s. I mean,
Apicella bet 40K. Sang comes along, makes the call, and improves.
he would have exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just rather be safe. You know what I mean? He goes all in. I'm like, trust. I'm not gonna get criticized on if it was on TV. No. You guys work hard. Appreciate it.
Look at this, Apicella looking to continue to apply the pressure here on the money bubble. That's what big stacks do. They just want to hurt you. It's such a wild dynamic being on the money bubble because you don't want to fold big hands, but you also don't want to bust right now. So the big stacks have a massive advantage as the 8 of spades here completes the board, almost 400K in the middle. I've seen crazier things happen. I've seen people make enormous folds because they want to make the money. The question, however, is you can only bluff those that care about the bubble.
Check.
Action goes check, check, and Sang is going to show down ace queen here and chip up to $1 million on the money bubble. Well done by him. Much left, everyone, with us in the chat. The chat's been wild. We have so many YouTube member subs given out. By the way, those are for the YouTube community that's not for PokerGo.com, so don't get that confused. We have additional content available for our YouTube members, but no live streaming. Live streaming on PokerGo.com exclusively.
I've just been playing a lot of hand raising, some blind steals.
We need 50 more YouTube subs. 50 more YouTube subs, not just regular old subs, and then we'll extend this thing until we at least hit the money. By the way, 4 off the money now. The dealers are standing up, which means that the WSOP is being extra careful. Extra careful now, approaching the money.
Let's go 30 push-ups.
Flash sale in progress right now.
Let's do it. Ready for push-ups?
Oh, we're closing in on that number.
No, Eric Lindgren did it with Grinder. I used to do it all the time. Japan? Plus one. Where's that used to wear that Nico hat? That was just one time.
Like just all this down. It's like the 10 minutes in between hands. Or
I don't know. I think we can get some of it back, but
it's so boring.
Yeah, but you hire a accountant, you spend some.
You played before.
yeah, you got to win a decent amount though to make it worth it.
Yeah.
All 4 caps.
Discuss.
No.
Could be. So far,
Oh, mess it up.
You like ocean? You like
3 day 3
with beautiful coast.
I fish all the time.
Yeah, I've always been day 3.
I believe you're great.
This table's a little more together than the table that we're playing at.
How many times you play?
All right. You guys have come through.
So,
18 to
We'll show the YouTube stream until we get into the money.
country.
At the very minimum here. You guys have delivered. I love it. Closing in on 595,000 subs on YouTube. We're going to show you guys the money bubble. No matter what, it takes 2 more hours. I'm going to be here until the money bubble bursts. So at least you'll know by the end of my stream here on YouTube that we are in the money, that your friends and family are in the money.
Yeah, how much did you get? I had it up to like 400. Are you local?
Back to our main feature table.
And Northern Coast is great for serving,
You have ace here,
fishing,
hit the ace.
and we have 2
For the Barstool
islands.
fans out there, the stoolies.
Yeah, but
Here.
the situation was the same.
We have
It
Nate
was
on our
It'd be
main feature
amazing
table.
fishing there.
exactly the same situation.
I'd
Yeah,
never
'cause
seen
it
that.
comes up,
Twice,
creates a
twice,
massive reef.
twice. I've seen
You
it
got-
twice.
Oh, look how it's,
Did you
look,
call
you
me
got the
twice?
actual real deep
I mean,
water here.
Considering he
And
made
then
a
you got the
mistake.
shallows here.
That's the
Do
problem.
they get tidal waves?
You know he made the mistake, so you have
He
to
can have
call.
8-5
I think so,
suited,
yeah.
They
because he was
must.
jamming
They
like
must
a
have
6
massive
ace.
waves.
It's any
Everyone here.
2 with that move.
A lot of surfers, like from
was tough.
abroad, now
gotta
they're
call.
Yeah.
living in Taitung.
It's
Hands with the 2022 main event champion, as we said. We can resume that conversation. I came over here and said, you want to chat? And you're like, wait till the bubble bursts. Why? Why is that?
No, I mean, if I was a man of superstition, I would not be talking to you right now. But I'm going to prove them all wrong. There's no curse. I'm going to talk to you now, like on the stone bubble pretty much, and I'm going to spin it up.
There we go. And also, just as a reminder to you all watching at home, I did interview Espen in 2022, and then he went on to win the World Series Poker Main Event. Just
I'm
saying.
sure you never talked to me at that point.
I did talk to you, and I have the tape to prove it. We can roll that at a later date. What do you remember about the bubble day in 2022?
Honestly, that tournament is such a big blur to me. I don't remember much at all. Like, luckily, I documented a lot of it on Instagram, so I have like a reel that I can watch back. And like when I look back at it, I'm like, I don't remember this hand. Like, it's such a blur to me. I think it's just like a very long tournament, and like every day, like it gets more and more like intense, you know. And I don't know, like even from the final table, there's like I haven't watched it back yet. I'm gonna watch it back soon, and I'm looking forward to it because I don't remember any of it.
Out of all the bubbles you've experienced, and you've played some much bigger ones than the 15K bubble here, what separates this from the rest? What makes this special to you?
I mean, special in the sense that most of the bowls that I play are like smaller fields, so you kind of have to take some spots. You can't just like hang around. In this one, like now, don't tell my table, but I'm gonna be pretty tight now to get in the money here because it's like 1,500 people left. Like the chance of someone just like completely losing their mind and like doing something crazy, it's there. You know, it's there. Like it can happen.
We've seen it before. Appreciate the time, Espen. Thanks. Here comes the spin up.
All right, Jeff, thanks for checking in with Espen Jorstad there. Here's a look inside the room. Everybody moseying about. Players not allowed to leave their seats. Jack Effel and Charlie Teresi will rule with an iron fist once we get those cards back in the air. 3 players away from the money bubble now. 3 players away. Once again, the next 3 players get $0. Then everybody guaranteed at least 15,000. Let's see who we spot here. Maria Ho, center of your screen, had a wild day yesterday. Came in with 30K, has been able to spin it up all the way to 400,000. And
players, please take your seats.
Looks like we'll play one hand. Tournament director announcing the players to take their seats.
PokerGO, yeah. Or Poker Stop, whatever you want to call it. Someone want to flip.
By the way, if you're with us in the chat, please let us know where you're watching from.
Good luck. You know what to do. You're the best poker player in the world, or third. These next games are awful. Yeah, I just won the main event. Spam call. I'm a sit-down comedian, guys. So once I stand up, I'm not as funny. No, he missed his spike, but
Oh, so you do online stuff?
Bad Moms was hilarious.
Okay, if I can get everyone's attention, please.
There you go.
He's gonna screw us.
Free to play app.
Free app.
If you want to get a better experience, you can put in some money. So.
One big deep breath in before we start this process. So now once we start it, we won't stop it until we're in the money. And so everything went exactly like we hoped. That wasn't too bad. We played for a little while. There are now 1,520 players remaining. We are 3 players away from the money. Okay? So we're going to start our hand-for-hand process, and Charlie's going to walk you through that. I just want to remind everyone, there's a lot of people around as I did before, and once we get started, it's going to be a little bit crazy. For those that have all of the calls, Charlie's going to give you the instructions to not turn those hands over until all of the calls are finished at each table, and then we'll turn the hands up and do the reveals. So no reveals until all the all-in calls are done and set and ready. Once that process takes place and all the other hands are complete, I will come around. We're going to announce those hands for everyone in your seat here.
We can sweat and we can get ourselves into the money here very orderly, very, very easily. Okay? So that's all I have. So one last big deep breath for everyone. And now I'm going to turn it over to the crazy man himself, Mr. Charlie Cerise, to get you through the 50,000 bubble in the last 20 years.
All right, all players and dealers, this is how we're going to handle this process. Once you have an all-in and a call at your table, I need you guys to keep your hands face down until we come over and prompt you. Like Jack said before, we will be coming over. I'm going to need some help with the players around those tables, and I'm going to need some help with the media to allow Jack and myself to get in so we can record history on these tables, okay? So at this time, we're going to deal one hand, and one hand only, then we're going to stop. Dealers, I'm going to need you guys to stand up. Players, please remain in your seats so we can walk around and find how many hands are processed so we can make sure that we get through this in a timely fashion. All right, dealers, deal one hand and hold up.
All right, there it is. Clear instructions from Charlie Charisi, one of the best in the business. Jack Effel alongside him. We're going to play one hand and see if we can burst that bubble. Lots of hopefuls here in this room. $15,000 on the line. Once again, Lon McCarron and Jesse Sylvia are on the call on PokerGO.com. We're going to have 6 hours of coverage, then dinner break, and then one more level on PokerGO. So 8 total hours of play today. And of course, this level will get extended ever so slightly.
Let's just speed things up at least.
Because of the delays.
I just said yes.
Due to the money bubble.
You got to be the expert at this point.
If you're enjoying our coverage on
name's in the logo.
YouTube, just subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you hit that like button.
From somebody asking me to ask you to do a Christopher Walken impression.
You got it.
כמעט ראיתי הטובה, אמרתי אוי ואבוי, לא טוב.
Okay, still here. There you go.
לא, כמלך.
Look at this. Barstool Nate, Eric Nathan, raising it up on the bubble with ace-6 of hearts. First time we've seen him involved today.
Nah, my hotel, the lights, the master switch is sticky, so I can't turn the lights off.
Oh, no.
I'm so annoyed.
Really, really bad hand.
No, thank you.
I'm good, thanks.
Staval makes the call on the button with 4s. These guys are going to play some poker on the bubble. Usually it's a raise and take. Everybody happy to sit on their hands a little bit. Also, because we're now on the actual bubble, as Gavin Pollock finds pocket jacks, the stalling does not help you as much because everybody plays one hand at a time. Pocket jacks for Kevin Pollock. Is the Hollywood star going to make a move here, or is he going to stay passive?
Let's dance.
Just come along and make the call. Folded ace-queen earlier to an open raise. Maybe some alarm bells going off for the other players that he is willing to get involved. And deuce, 3-5. 2 hearts on the flop. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to have a bubble clash here? Nate flopping the nut flush draw and a gut shot straight draw. Stovall flopping open-ended, and Pollock with a massive overpair. 26,000 is the bet from Nate. I mean, this is crazy. Usually these hands on the bubble don't go beyond raise and take. But as we can see here, Stovall makes the call. And now Pollock with a huge overpair. What is he going to do? Put yourself in the shoes of these players. You can walk out, grab a coffee, come back to your table, be in the money. But instead, you're finding yourself in a huge spot. Pollock with jacks. Of course, not looking to play a massive pot. He has 150K left, but this is a big overpair and a big chance to extend his run. Wow, and jacks go into the muck. Kevin Pollock wants nothing to do with this money bubble. It means too much to him to finish in the money. Board pairs on the turn. 3 of clubs.
That changes nothing.
Wow. All right, action back on Nate, who has Stovall covered by a wide margin, so he will not be at risk no matter what happens on this hand. Still has the nut flush draw. He has overs. He also has that gut shot straight draw that is now no longer valid, as that would give Stovall a full house. The Argentinian in position here. Who wants to apply pressure? Who wants 45? To tangle?
45.
45 announced by Stovall. If you're just joining us, we are on the bubble. Money bubble in full effect. All right, Nate's going to come along and make the call. Big pot here on the bubble. River card. 10 of spades. Nothing out there for Nate, who's left with just ace high. Stovall with a pair of 4s has the best hand here. Nate decides to check. Goes check, check. Ace high announced. And Stovall showing his 4s and taking this one down.
Yeah, I wanted you out.
Average flop.
All right, here's a reminder that we have a flash sale going on right now. Sign up for a new annual subscription to PokerGo. In the next 20 minutes, use promo code YT20 to get $20 off your first year of the annual sub and get a $20 shop credit on a purchase of $100 or more in our merch shop. Our best deal right now, YT20. Use that for the annual sub and get in the mix, get a shop credit. If you're going to subscribe, you might as well do it now. We have about 70 hours of main event coverage remaining. We got Lon McCarron, Norman Chad coming into the commentary tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it helps me.
And we have the night shift also. Nick Schulman and Ali Najat starting tomorrow. The night shift is back. Here. Four players hoping to finish in the money. German media talking to one of theirs. Back to our secondary table here. Tom Dwan involved in the hand. Neither players with a whole lot here. Dwan betting 99,000 and getting it done. Tom Dwan, 415K, comfortable.
Dealers, no push. Dealers, no push.
The player we just saw on the screen, Jonas Lauk. He was our 2019 bubble boy. Also short stack right now.
Okay, guys. We've got 2 all-in calls. All the rest of the tables are complete. So we're going to head over to 537. We're not coming here yet. We'll catch 541 on the way back.
Two on calls announced by Jack Effel. We'll have to wait and see if we can get a good angle on those all-in moments. As I said, action slow here on the money bubble. Joining us on our YouTube live stream, please make sure to smash subscribe here on our channel. We're trying to hit 600,000 subs. And here is a look at our first hand on the money bubble.
Okay, we got an all-in call over here. 537. We've got Jack 8-5 with 2 clubs on the flop. Looks like we've got 2 hands. Let's take a look and see what we got. We got the ace-9 of clubs. Let's turn your hand over and see what you got. And it looks, it looks like we got 2 8s for a set of 8s. And right now, a set of 8s is the best hand, and it does look like the set of 8s has the ace-9 of clubs covered. Is that pretty close? Not quite, not quite. Looks like the ace-9 of clubs has the most chips in this hand and could draw out for a club. 3 8s are in the lead. Let's see the turn card.
5.
Okay.
You're okay. You're okay. You're on the river.
All right, we had the King of Hearts on the turn. You're okay. You're okay. King of Hearts was no help. Let's take a look at the river card.
Everyone filming this one.
The board.
River card was a 6. 3 8s are good, and 3 8s will double up. All right.
All right, so we have a double up here on the bubble. So no elimination. Let's head on over to our second all-in hand here. Massive crowd of media surrounding all these tables. Jack Effel coming through to announce our next all-in hand. You'll see him there on the left-hand side of your screen, Charlie Charisi and Jack Effel rushing to the scene here. We are 3 away from the money. Keep that in mind, 3 away from the money. Need to lose 3 more players before all the remaining ones are guaranteed a $15,000 payout. All right, let's see what we got here.
Okay, we got an all-in call over here. Let's take a look at the hands. We've got a hole before the flop, all in and call here. Yep, let's take a look. Flip them up. We got ace of clubs, king of hearts versus pocket kings, and ace king has pocket kings covered. Kings are in the lead. Let's take a look at the flop.
All right, so kings versus ace king. Kings, the all-in player.
Queen of spades, deuce of spades, 10 of hearts. 2 kings are still good. Looking for a jack or an ace. Let's see the turn card.
All right, king's at risk. Can it hold up?
Turn card was a jack. Right now, we're in the lead, but an ace could chop it. And of course, there is one case king as well. Let's take a look at the river, which is not going to help him. Let's see the river. All right, the river was a 10. Ace high straight is the best hand. We have 1 elimination, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
1 elimination.
Ace king sends kings to the rail here. And we are now 2 away from the money.
Please take your seats. All dealers.
Total chaos here inside the horseshoe. Wild scenes here as everyone is trying to catch a glimpse of the eventual bubble boy.
All right, dealers, at this time, deal one more hand. Hold up, stand up at the completion. Same drill. Okay, and just a reminder, guys, if more than one player goes out on the same hand at a different table, those players will split a place if we go into the money. If 2 players or multiple players go out on the same table, it will go
You can't handle the truth. Yeah, A Few Good Men, Jack Nicholson, Tom Cruise. That might be.
The movie's called A Few Good Men. The movie's called A Few Good Men. Yeah, but the famous line is, you can't handle
Argentina. So the biggest worldwide might be, and it probably had different names in different countries, but the American title is The Usual Suspect.
Now we have
Internationally, the police lineup.
I want to watch it again.
All right, Chen here on our next hand, raising it up with ace-queen suited. We are 2 away from the money.
Semi-studded bubble.
2 more.
We're now removing 2 minutes for every hand played. 2 minutes for every hand played.
Holding again. Hi, what's your name? Anna. That's right. Hi, Anna. I'm Kevin. Welcome. Ace Queen beat Kings.
Ace King beat Kings.
For straight? Shut up.
So
No
it's King,
bluff,
Queen,
no
10
bluff.
flop.
Now you saw, eh? I will see the ace 5.
Kings had a set of kings.
And he flopped a set of kings.
I like it.
This is so why poker is great and
What did he
bad.
have?
I don't know.
Ace
Great
queen,
and
ace queen
horrible.
suited.
All right, so
We're
the
gonna check
hand
the other
And
one.
worst
on the
price,
feature.
he was in the bubble. He got the bubble at least.
Good one or no?
Tom Dwan's table in action here. Zaharia raising with king 6 of clubs. Eric Mizrachi calling with ace jack. Van Driessen, our table chip leader with ace king of spades in the small blind. Looks as though he is coming for this pot. All right, 73K is the raise from Van Driessen, who is not messing around, by the way. He has ace-king suited. He's got a monster hand. Mizrachi probably thinking, is this guy really going to walk all over us? Eric Mizrachi played it conservatively with a full house on the previous hand we saw, so I cannot imagine him getting on a line, but perhaps he does not want to get messed with, but action on him.
Ace Jack. I would play that one different too. 3 lessons from Tom.
He's at the Nacho Barbero.
Oh, maybe not actually. You got 500 something? I think I still.
Just tuning in. Money bubble
I mean, I don't
in
think
action.
it's true in like a 50K or whatever.
Here's a look at the screen. 1,519 players left. 1,517 will get paid. By the way, after the bubble burst, we're going to see a massive, massive rush of players getting eliminated.
No, but I think it also matters.
I'll take guesses on how many players will survive today, but it's probably going to be in the 500 range, would be my guess. Probably lose 1,000 players in the blink of an eye.
Full equity, full bubble,
If you're catching us on YouTube right now,
Did you correct it after I was?
please like and subscribe. We're having daily highlights posted on our YouTube channel as well for those following along, unable to subscribe, which we totally understand. We have weekly, monthly, excuse me, we have monthly, quarterly, and annual subs available. Flash sale live right now, YT20, the promo code. Get an extra discount, $20.
First, if you didn't know him, I think it's fine.
Going back and forth here between our two tables.
I still think he probably folds.
We are waiting for every hand to continue or to finish playing before the next hand is dealt. Anxious times for the remaining players.
Yeah, or 7-4 or something.
Phil Ivey's still in the mix. Daniel Negreanu's still in the mix. Lots of your favorite superstar players still battling, including this guy, Mr. Tom Dwan.
Yeah, of course. And also, I visited him yesterday, so I know that
Some of the big stacks around the room include
like 6 hours.
Francisco Perez Moreno, over 2 million, along with Justin Dadloff. Those are the two biggest stacks in the building right now. Former main event finalist Alex Livingston on 1.8 million. Ren Lin on 1.7.
Guy opened like a strong hand.
Recent bracelet winner Francis Anderson on 1.6 million. Those are just a few of the players that are currently near the top of the counts. Jesse Lonis has been chipping up on the bubble. He is now sitting on 1.3 million.
I never had that. I've never gotten like paid for a past name sponsorship. Yeah? I never did a short film.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, camera on the move. Nope, on the move.
I've never done, like I've never taken small money for a deal.
Hectic times here.
Remember the deal with the full bill, you would get 10 million if you wanted to patch that 1 year? Really? Yeah. And they shut down, and then I wonder what would happen. I guess poker stars would happen.
Waiting for the next hand to be dealt. Perhaps we'll see some all-ins on this hand. 2 away from the money. Adrian Mateos, by the way, 1.2 million. Jans Arends, Dutch high roller, also on 1.2. Adam Friedman on 1.2. Bin Wang on 1 million chips, doing well.
I think I wish that happened more.
Danny Tang just below the million, along with Matt Affleck. Monuara. Lonnie Hu, formerly Lonnie Harwood, one of the top female stacks left in the event.
All right, we are on the Stone Cold Bubble here at our feature table setup. It's a lot quieter out here. How are you feeling? How are the vibes here? Main event, Nate.
It's great, Jeff. It's good to see you again.
Great to see you as well. It's been a while.
3 times in 10 hours.
The people love it, though.
Yeah. They think we're dating. They're not
That's
wrong.
weird.
Yeah. No, this is great. I've always dreamt of playing on the TV table.
Yeah.
I mean, Mincy's done it 7 times in the last 4 years, so I'm glad that you guys, tossed me a line and let me play here. I've played 1 hand. I lost it, but the vibes are immaculate. We're on the Stone Bubble, as you said. I would love to get through and cash my first main event. That's a big bucket list thing for me. And yeah, I just hope to pick up aces, bust a couple people, build a stack, and keep moving on.
The rail just yelled at you. Barstool Big Cat sent you, and you're like, yep.
Yeah. I mean, shouts to Mincy, for busting before dinner. He wanted to go to the concert at the Sphere, so he busted before dinner. He ran over to the Sphere for the concert, and then Big Cat's like, I need someone to play the main event. And so I was like, he texted me, he goes, can you still play? I flew out, played day 2D, and here we are, Jeff.
So that rail of 1 stoolie back there in the corner, that will grow over the next couple days.
The Nateaholics are booking their flights right now.
We see it on social.
Yeah, they're all booking their flights. I'm sure plenty of space for them all to cheer me on. But, it's early, Jeff. We're not even past the bubble yet. Let's make it today. We're on day 4?
That's correct.
Okay, let's make it to day 5.
Okay.
And then we can start talking about Nateaholics flying in and all that, putting them up in the rooms. I'm at the lovely Flamingo, by the way. Beautiful property.
And you'll put everybody up who's coming to rail you?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Okay, well, there's a message to you guys. Let's send it back to more hand-for-hand coverage, Lon.
All right, Nate on the brink of his first cash in the main event. Jeff Platt checking in with him. Jeff roaming around all day. By the way, Juan McCarron and Jesse Sylvia doing the commentary on PokerGO.com right now. I'm just here to let you guys enjoy the bubble. And with enjoy the bubble, I mean painstakingly observe the slowest part in all of poker. We are 2 away from the money. Everybody waiting around for all these hands to complete. There are clearly still some big hands ongoing, otherwise we would have had cards in the air. Ardent Show, Maria Ho, both also on the bubble. They don't look to be concerned. They both probably have good stacks. Quite a few top female players still in the hunt as well. All players now in this room. Rampage Poker there on the rail, talking to Tim Duckworth. You see him standing over there. Donnie Peters, who was supposed to be with me here, out in the room covering the bubble. Make sure you subscribe to the PokerGO podcast. They have the most fun episode of the year, the Money Bubble episode, where Donnie walks around the tables interviewing players as we all wait for the bubble to burst.
416.
Still 2 players left to be eliminated before we reach the money. Once again, if you are enjoying this madness,
let's get in position.
Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
5 and 7 seed are all in. The 5 seed has the 7 seed covered. We're looking at the board. We're not going to do anything just yet.
I've
We're
been
getting in
told
position.
we have 4 all-in hands right now. 4. So let's pay close attention to these 4 all-in hands. We're 2 off the money. So all we need is 2 bust outs. All right, here we are.
Okay, let me read the board to you guys. 3 of clubs, Jack of diamonds, deuce of clubs, 5 of diamonds, 10 of diamonds. 3 diamonds on the board. Let's see both hands. Seat 7 at risk. Looks like we have a set of jacks and we have a diamond flush. The diamond flush has the best hand. The diamond flush will double up. No elimination on 416.
All right,
now
so
we're going to 499 red.
1 down, 3 to go. We have 4 all-ins right now. So 1 down, 3 to go. This all-in player will double up with the nut flush. Jack Effel making his way to the second table. That has an all-in. Absolute chaos here at the Horseshoe. The funny part is that as soon as the bubble bursts, this room is going to clear out so fast.
Okay, looks like we have seat 4 and seat 9. Seat 4 is at risk. We're going to get in position here. Let's let the producer in.
There's Koen Breed at risk with aces versus Alexandros Kolonius, famed Greek high-stakes player.
You want to be gone? Let the camera guy get through.
Look at this. Everyone, phones out, cameras out, people standing on chairs. This is absolute chaos.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the hands. We're all in pre-flop here. We got pocket aces for seat 4 against king of spades, 9 of clubs. Ace of diamonds, ace of clubs versus king of spades, 9 of clubs. Seat 4 is all in with aces. Let's see the flop.
Looks like Kolonius was trying to push his edge here on the bubble, but it backfired as he ran into aces. Aces on a very short stack here at
Flop
risk.
is tray of hearts, 9 of hearts, 6 of hearts. We did flop a pair of 9s over here. Aces are still in the lead. Let's see the turn card.
Arthur Morris at the table here, filming it for his own
6 of
social
clubs
media.
paired the board with 6s. Aces and 6s are the best hand right now. And looking for a 9, or we have a double up for the aces. Let's see the river.
Koen Breed on the left, looking for a double up here.
River was the 4 of hearts. Neither player has a heart, and it looks like aces will double up. Aces and 6s. Okay,
all right.
That's 2. We still
down.
got a shot. We got 2 more all-in and calls.
All right, so 2 all-in and calls left. The first 2 were both double ups. Jack Effel rushing around the room to the next all-in. This is like There's like nothing like this. This is ridiculous.
Okay, we've got action between seat 2 and seat 8. Seat 8 is at risk and all in. We're going to hold up for just a second here. We're going to get in position.
Guys, move out of the way. A camera's got to get in or else you're gone. It's your choice. You want to be gone?
Charlie Teresi laying down the law. About to
okay, on the flop, we have 8 of diamonds,
kick some
tray
people
of
out.
clubs, 6 of diamonds, and the queen of hearts. Let's take a look at both hands, please. Looks like we have a trip 6s versus a pair of 8s, and looks like trip 6s is going to be the best hand right now. Let's see the river card. River card was the ace of heart, which is no help. 3 6s will double up, and we're going to the next table.
All right, so 3 all-ins, 3 double-ups, 1 left here. We will not burst the bubble on this hand. So whatever happens on this hand, we will play at least 1 more before reaching the money. We need 2 more eliminations to get to the money, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be here on YouTube with you until the bubble bursts at the very least. We are 70 minutes into our free preview. More than happy to bring you guys this bubble coverage. Thank you all so much for tuning in. All we ask here on YouTube is
looks like we've got an, hang on a second.
For a like and a subscribe.
We got an all-in call between C1 and C2. C2 is at, or C1 is at risk here. Oh, C2 is at risk. My apologies. C2 is at risk. Let's let everyone get in position here.
People standing on chairs, of course. Why not? It's a
all right, we have
versus
3 of clubs,
Yevhen
jack of
Pavlenko.
clubs, 10 of clubs, 6 of diamonds. Let's take a look at the hands.
Nahum at
We've
risk.
got 8 of diamonds, 5 of spades, and we have 10 tray of hearts for 10s and trays for the all-in player at risk. All right, let's take a look at the river card here, and let's give him a double up. 4 of diamonds, 10s and trays.
All right, so recap here. 4 all-ins,
right.
4 double-ups.
That's it. No eliminations that hand. Players back to your seats.
All right, so 4 all-ins, 4 double-ups. Can you believe it? All right, let me know in the chat. How many more hands will it take for the bubble to burst? We are on the 3rd hand of hand-for-hand play. 3rd hand of hand-for-hand play. How many more will it take to lose 2 players in this field of over 1,500 players? Back to the action we go.
All right, guys. Dealers, take your seats. Players, take your seats. We will be continuing on. All right, dealers, shuffle up the deal. Next hand.
All right, shuffle up
Still
the deal.
2 away. Still 2 away.
2 away still. How many more will it take? We're going back to our main feature table. Barstool Nate, Steve Enriquez, Kevin Pollock, headlining things here.
איך רואים את שלנו? לא רואים את הכל. רואים את האנימציה.
Good for those people, you know.
רואים
Yes,
אותם?
there is that.
Let's be happy for them.
I am very happy for them, yeah.
I think I can fold after seeing 1 card.
See you in
These players
guys.
understand the drill. No use in wasting time as everyone is playing just 1 hand, so.
הוא גם מוכר. מה? בסדר. הוא גם הגיע לפיינל חדשים.
Enough time for a piss break, surely.
Look at this.
בא עם חליפת טוקסידו.
Nate's going to come in for the raise himself, trying to pick up the blinds and antes.
בוא נקווה שעד שיגיע אליי לביג בליינד זה כבר יהיה ברבקיו שתי ידיים.
גם הוא אמר שהוא יושב קצר יותר ממך והוא...
כן, ברור.
כמה אתה יושב עכשיו?
הלכו 20, 240. ביג והשמאל הלך.
And look at this. Round of applause for the big man Nate, winning his first hand at the feature table.
All right, see you guys in 20 minutes.
If there's any stoolies in the chat, please make yourself known. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll do our best to show as much of Nate as we can. If he makes a deep run, of course. Still lots of action here. Oh, look at this. We have it all in on our secondary table. Van Driessen raised it up to 17K. And Sabia, with 8s, took a stance, no callers.
Yeah, another 10 minutes.
Players acutely aware of the slow pace of play, joking about how long it's going to take before
You can eat.
they play their next hands.
I was just making sure I could play.
All right, the other 7 players. Just wait another 15 minutes and be right back.
The clock is paused. There is a, I believe there's a 2-minute runoff for every hand on the bubble, so this level will be extended by quite a bit, especially because of how slow the action has been.
The monster.
All right, supposedly, Steve Enriquez is a commentator for PokerGO Spain. All I see him do is play in the World Series of Poker Main Event. So it's okay for you to have a few days off, yeah?
Actually, now the commentary crew is crazy because all the schedules are based on my results, so they are working every day.
And you just keep going and going and going. How has this overall main event experience been for you?
I've been loving it. I mean, the main event is like such a big experience. I'm always loving to play here in Vegas because it's very different from any other part of the world. And hopefully we can make day 6 or day 7.
We are thrilled to partner with y'all in Spain. We understand there's an audience there that's thriving for poker. Tell us a little bit more about poker in Spain and how it's looked at.
Well, actually now we are growing a lot. Yeah. If you can see, Adrián Mateos is like our flagship, and also Juan Pardo, and most of the Spanish guys are very, very tough players. And I think that for the next 10 years we're going to be on the top, so get ready, guys.
Get ready. I love it. Adrián Mateos is a good guy to have as the flagship, I would say. All right, that's Steve Enriquez. Let's send it back to you guys.
Always good catching up with Steve. If you speak Spanish, please know that PokerGO Spain is streaming right now as well. Check out PokerGO Spain on YouTube, Instagram. They post lots of content with Spanish language commentary. We see Ren Lin walking around. We see Rampage Poker. We see Arden Cho in the front of the room here. I see Jesse Lonis in the back, walking around. People getting a little bit of a stretch in. This is, of course, not the most exciting time, but it is a high adrenaline moment for those that are on the brink of elimination. Donnie's still wandering about. I see Leo Fernandez here in the front. I'm not sure if he's still in the events, but I'm going to assume that he is. If you're with us in the chat, please let us know where you're watching from. Don't forget to smash that like button. Let's get this thing up to 4,000 likes, ladies and gentlemen. We're just all hanging out here, waiting to see who will get crushed on the bubble, as Rampage, of course, taking pictures with the fans. We hit 595,000 YouTube subs. If you're not yet subscribed on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Like I said, daily highlights. We got everything for you. If you are a poker fan, you're not going to want to miss out. We are waiting for our next round of all-ins. Looks like we're zooming in on some action in the back there. For those unfamiliar with the bubble process, we are waiting for all the hands to be completed, and then all the all-ins are being dealt with one by one, just in case we lose multiple players on the bubble on the same hand. They will split the prize money of the bottom payout, so there's 15K on the line. If we lose 3 players on this hand, those 3 players will chop the $15,000. In the past, we've seen the Bubble Boy receive a main event seat for next year. We've also seen situations where the players that finish just shy of the money play a sit and go for a main event seat. We'll have to wait and see and hear what the WSOP has in mind this year. But at least you have an idea of how the process works as we await our next round of all-in hands. We're just waiting. We're just waiting right now for the next all-in moments. Seeing lots of people in the chat with us. Very much appreciate everyone for tuning in from all over the world. We've got Barstool Nate, Kevin Pollak, Steve Enriquez on our main feature table. We have Tom Dwan on our secondary table with Eric Mizrachi. And it looks as though we have some action still pending here. Player in the 1 seat has made a bet. I wonder who the action is on. Perhaps he is facing a shove.
Except for one all-in and a call on table 413 in blue.
Okay.
Which we will go to now.
So we have one all-in and a call. Okay, Jack Eiffel on his way to the all-in moment. Let's find out and see what went down here. Lots of short stacks around the room. You can see him. You can spot him right here. The players with a short stub of a stack, the majority of which are happy to just get out of the way. Some might be forced to go all in. All right, here we are. So it is the player here in the 9th seat who is all in. The player in the 1 seat made the call. So we're just waiting to see what will go down here.
You are gone. Now Jack has to get behind you. You are gone. Everybody I'm touching is gone. Gone. Jack has to get behind the dealer. Jack will count you on every street, okay?
All right, we've got an all-in and a call between seat 1, seat 9, and seat 9 is at risk. Let's take a look at the hands. We've got a pair of kings for the all-in player. We've got a pair of aces for the player who has him covered.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Kings at risk.
Let's take a look at the flop.
Kings at
Will
risk.
it come a king or something else? Will aces hold up here? Tray of spades, jack of diamonds, deuce of spades. 2 aces are good. Let's see the turn card. Okay, queen of spades on the turn. All right, 2 aces are still good. Let's see the river card. River card was a deuce, aces and deuces. We have an elimination.
Wow. All right, so Kaushal Vasa eliminated here on the money bubble. We are now 1 player away from being in the money. Mauro Ferreira taking out Kaushal Vasa, aces versus kings. All right, players back in their seats.
All right,
One more
players,
hand.
return to your seats. We're getting closer.
Is this going to be the hands? One more elimination. Then the final 1,517 players will all receive $15,000.
Thank you all for being so patient. So well.
Daniel Negreanu, one of the shortest stacks in the room. He could still bubble. That'd be kind of wild.
All dealers, you should be seated at this time. Players, you should be in your seats. We're going to do this again. All right, dealers, shuffle up a deal, 1 hand.
There it is. One more hand. We're going to go back to our feature table, see if we can record any clashes here. By the way, my name is Remko Rinkema. I'm happy to provide you this preview coverage of our PokerGO stream. We have live chat and moderation on PokerGO as well. Once the bubble bursts, I'm going to sign off.
All right, so whoever gets this gets a ticket for next year, yeah?
Give it over to Lon McCarron and Jesse Sylvia.
Yeah, it's 10,000. Was the actual bubble?
Yeah.
As the actual
Can
bubble.
we take soccer off the big screen?
No, why?
Well, because I can't see any of the clocks.
Oh.
I can't see it.
You can't see this one right here?
Yeah. Okay, that works. I don't have great eyes.
Oh.
All right. Finally, some poker being played again on our feature table.
Can we get a ruling? Wondering if a 10,000 seat is taxable.
I got dollar bills.
Yeah.
You pay taxes on it?
Probably, right? Unless it's a gift, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a tax guy.
No, it's taxable.
Very unlikely.
It has to be.
It has to.
Government wants a piece of everything.
I'm going to come to Taiwan.
It's too well publicized.
I guess it's consideration.
You know,
but-
I'll ask my accountant.
Yeah.
Shout out Gary.
Well, the question is, do they give you a 1099?
Yeah. They're all hungover as fuck. Look.
Gary's a great guy.
Kevin Pollock, ace king.
He'll text me in a half hour at the end.
The greatest drawing hand in all of poker.
17.
Raised to 17,000.
And he's going to come in for the raise. Alarm bells
126
must be
behind.
going off.
All in.
What is this? Oh, the
Wow.
Taiwan banana. Take it.
Jen moves all in with
I
eights.
thought we were friends. Change, please.
Hey now.
We didn't all in.
Let's all calm down.
Oh, man.
Sorry, didn't mean it to get away from me.
And Kevin Pollock with ace
First
king gets out of the way.
I don't know how to toss chips.
I want to see what's there.
You show it?
Call with Jack 10.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Did you show?
No.
Oh, okay.
I had a pair of 8, but
And it was
Wow. So Pollock has had ace queen, ace king, jacks. Has not won a single chip.
If it goes all in, all in.
Secondary table
If not, no.
also done with their action.
That was what that was.
So now we go back out to our main horseshoe room to see if any all-ins are going down. Jack Effel, of course, will visit the tables.
I guess that's kind of reasonable, actually, on the exact bubble. You raise like the 2/3 all in. I only tested Just kidding.
Can I get a picture?
Yeah, sure. I'm
Tom
his agent.
Dwan
I charge $8
taking pictures with the fans.
He gets a cut. He gets a cut. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Atmosphere, of course,
So,
very casual right now.
Tom's my agent. I'm all my brother's agents. Yeah.
You need something like that. You need people super close.
Danny Hundley with the $2 donation on YouTube says, where's Ivy? How's his stack looking? Last we saw Phil Ivy on about 550,000, so Ivy cruising into the money. Daniel Negreanu, not so much. We saw him most recently on about, I want to say 55,000, so Negreanu, one of the smallest stacks in the room. Let's go to Jeff Platt and Kevin Pollock here in just a minute. A little update from the famed Hollywood actor. Pollock off to a rough start here today. Really wants to make the money. There's Jeff. There's Kevin. Okay.
Hello.
That's cool that you guys came.
Turn the flight on me?
Tickets hard to get?
we've seen.
Are we face the light?
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool though.
You go to movies?
What's it, 7 o'clock or something? Yeah. That's sick. I didn't even know that was happening. Yep. I'm a little jealous. Huh?
There you go.
Guess I'll take the shirt off.
So that's a few good men there.
Yeah, we just need one more person to bust,
Cruise,
and then
usual suspect.
start playing again.
Kevin Pollock, are you okay with the lighting for this interview?
I'm not happy at all.
Not thrilled.
No, we're backlit. Always bad.
Not great.
I mean, one of us is an award-winning filmmaker, but yeah, that's a great backdrop.
Oh, that's beautiful. The
And
main
then the
stage.
lights would be.
This is still nice in here.
They don't care about this.
They don't care about the lighting. What's Bubble Day like for you?
It is a massive celebration. Yeah, it's a massive celebration. And to do it here at the feature table with the likes of you and that guy, what's his name?
Barstool Nate, maybe? Oh, Tom Dwan?
No. Yeah, I meant Tom Dwan.
Marcos is our camera operator.
Marcos, love to you and the family. Tom and I just met, and it turns out he is a big fan, and that couldn't make me happier because I bow to the grace that is Tom Dwan. So this is what I love about the WSOP. For me, I got a semi-recognizable face. So when I walk around, I'll see pros that I watch on, say with me,
PokerGO.
And I'll meet them, and they'll go like that when they see me. And because, I don't know, some of them watch movies.
They know.
Like Negreanu. Met him years ago. Well, when I felt him late day 5 in 2012 at the featured table. You showed that,
That was
video
when you
yesterday.
finished top 150-ish.
134. It's not a
134,
competition.
yeah,
How
right.
many times do we have
Yeah.
to? I don't even remember what I made that year when I finished 134, 52,718. But I will say this. No, so it's a personal joy, and also to see you old friends from the production, and yeah, it's just great.
Coming into the day, if the sports book here at the Horseshoe Las Vegas
Had me
were
at
setting odds, you know where this is going. What kind of odds would they set it? Kevin Pollak makes the money. That's it. That's all you have to do is make the money.
If anyone bet against that, they've not watched me play, because not good. Nit with a stack of 176 with 4 players to go or whatever it was, is not. I folded jacks. I just folded ace king. I'm not here to win a hand. I'm here to cash, and then I'll play poker and be very happy to get into it with anybody.
You guys can get a little more sense of Kevin's playing style. No gamble, no future. You may or may not have shown an opponent that you had 2 aces.
I got him to fold
pre-flop.
kings.
You got him to fold kings when you had aces, yes.
The other opponent had 10s.
Right.
And we ran it twice, and both a king and a 10 came, and I would have lost both.
It's
with
just
my
a genius.
aces. So, there's a little bit of something behind the madness, yeah.
You guys heard that right. Got him to fold kings when he had the aces. Ma.
Always good checking in with Kevin Pollak. We're still only 1 player away from the money bubble. I've been told we have multiple all-ins already, so get to the tip of your seat here as we're about to watch some showdowns. Jack Eiffel rushing to the scene, waiting for all other hands to be completed. We have multiple all-ins, just waiting for the other tables to be finished. So let's hear some predictions. Are we going to crack that bubble right now on this very hand? Once again, coverage will continue after the bubble on PokerGO.com. Juan McCarron, Jesse Sylvia on the call. We have a long block here before dinner, so we're going to probably see hundreds of eliminations.
All in and call.
6. We have 6 all in and calls.
All
Okay.
right. So be patient with us as we go through this. Remember, if we lose more than 1 person on this hand, however many we lose, we'll all split. However many places we get into the money, right? So if it's 3 people that get eliminated, 3 people will split 2 places. So on and so forth. We're going to 5-3-6 first. 4-3-6, sorry. 4-3-6.
All right, 6 all-ins. How can we not burst the bubble right now? 6 all-ins. Someone must have it in bad here. Jack Eiffel going on over to the first table. He's going to run all these eliminations. Excuse me, not eliminations. He's going to run all these all-ins in a row. And then, like he said, however many players we lose,
all right,
they will chop however deep they get into the money.
All right, we got an all-in call over here between seat 6 and seat 9. Seat 9 is at risk. Let's get in position here. We're going to hold up for a second.
Look at all the phones in the air. Everyone trying to capture what could be the 2024 WSOP Main Event bubble. The largest main event in poker history, $10 million awaiting the winner, $1 million for the final
We're going to look
9.
at the hands. The hands only. Let's turn the hands up, guys.
All right, let's see the cards.
All right, we got pocket aces for 6. We got pocket kings for
Oh my
seat
God.
9. Pocket kings are at risk.
Look how big this pot is.
All right. Let's take a look at the flop.
Look at this. Lucas Reeves with kings versus Fabio Chavez with aces. These are not short stacks.
Flop is 6 of hearts, 7 of clubs, jack of clubs.
Oh
2
my
aces
God.
are good, and he also has the ace of clubs. 2 kings at risk. Let's take a look at the turn card, please.
I mean, this looks like a
Looking for 2 kings.
1.8 million
Not the
pot.
king of clubs, though. All right. Queen of diamonds on the turn. That was no help. Let's take a look at the river card.
River card.
All right, 4 of diamonds on the river. Aces hold up. The kings will be eliminated.
Wow. Aces versus
Now
kings
we've got
on
5
the
more
bubble.
of these to go. So as I said, if we lose more than one player on this hand, they will be splitting places. Okay?
We're in the money.
2 people, 1 place. 3 people, 2 places. 4 people, 3 places. 5 people, 4 places. We've still got 5 more of these to go. Which table?
5 all-ins left here.
479 red.
And we're already in the money. We're already in the money. Aces versus kings for an absolute pile. That is wild.
Congratulations. Nice, my friend.
We're in?
Oh.
Reeves was all in for 950,000 chips.
Now we can play poker. Now I'll raise your rates with my.
Okay, and just hold up just a second.
To all your fans, to all your fans in Argentina.
Lucas Reeves out.
Did you
Terrence
hear
Reed
that?
up to
David Baker's
1.8
all in
million.
for 349,000. Who are you all in against? Okay.
Wow. David
Seat
ODB
number
Baker
5.
at
So
risk here.
David Baker's all in for his tournament life. Hold on just a second. All right, let's take a look at the hands. David's got ace, queen of clubs versus ace of diamonds, 5 of clubs. Looks like David can double up here. Let's take a look at the flop, please.
All right, ODB at risk.
Flop is ace of spades, deuce of clubs, 8 of diamonds. Both players with an ace. We got a queen for the best kicker right now. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is a 9. Ace queen still in the lead. And let's see the river. River was a 10 of clubs. And David will double up.
Oh, look at this.
Let's go to the next table here.
ODB with some chips. He's going to be a force here.
Only 1 elimination so far.
If you're enjoying this chaos, get us to 4,000 likes on the video. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please know that we'll be wrapping up our free preview in just a few. Action will continue on PokerGO.com.
All right, we've got between seat 2 and seat 7. Seat 2 is all in for his tournament life, but they're buddies over here, so we're trying to get in positions. I got you. So give us a second to get in position here.
Wow, look at all the cameras.
Technically, he's supposed to turn over his hand, and I don't want that to be out of context. You need to turn over your hand. So dealer, push that hand over to him so he can turn it over. Yes, please. Thank you. All right, there you go. And now you can push it back over to him in front of him. All right, 8 tray of clubs versus ace of clubs, king of diamonds. Seat 2 is at risk for his tournament life.
Oh, look, the two
Let's see the
players
flop.
standing side by side. These are going up against each other. We got Terrence Reed and Stratmeyer head to head.
8-6-8, 3 8s over here. And it looks like unless a miracle comes here, then we have elimination.
Wow.
Go ahead. Let's see the turn card.
8-3 of clubs, about to crack ace king.
Deuce of clubs. All right, let's see the river card.
Christian Stratmeyer eliminated here.
3 8s is going to be the best hand. And we're going to have an elimination here in seat number 2. 2 players out. We have another table. We're going to 499 right behind us.
All right,
so that's 2 out of 3.
2 done, 2 down.
This will be the 5th. So
Look at this, people
We've played 4
celebrating.
hands. We've had 2 eliminations. All right, so we have seat number 1 and seat number 4. Seat 4 is at risk. Is that right? All right, let's take a look at the hands. Ace king versus aces. All right, seat 4 is at risk, but he's got the best hand. Let's take a look at the flop. 6 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, 9 of spades. 2 aces are good. Let's see the turn. That doesn't look like it's going to come king, king. Let's see the river card. Aces will double up. All right, aces double up. All right, that's 5 hands. How many more we got, Charlie? We got 1 more. Okay, we've had 2 eliminations so far. This is the last hand here. All right, we got, looks like seat 3 and seat 8. And seat 3 or seat 8 is all in first tournament live, it looks like. All right, let's get in position. All right, let's reveal the hands, please. All right, we've got pocket queens for seat 3. We got ace queen for seat 8. Seat 8 is at risk. He needs to draw out. Let's take a look at the flop. Ace queen of spades over here versus queen of diamonds, queen of clubs, and it's 5 of hearts, 5 of clubs, deuce of clubs. 2 queens are good. Let's see the turn card.
Wheel of 4.
Now we have an ace on the turn. Right now it's the best hand. Aces and 5s. Looks like a double up's coming unless a queen comes on the river. And it's the king of spades. All right. Aces and 5s. He doubles up. We have one more, Charlie? Are you sure we don't have any more? Just one more. Okay, let's do one more. 2 eliminations so far. 2 eliminations, 1 final hand.
All right, so one more elimination here.
All right, seat 1 and seat 2,
on the
and
bubble.
seat 1 is all in first tournament life. Is that right? Let's get in position here. All right, seat 1 and seat 2. Let's reveal here. Pocket kings for seat 1, ace queen for seat 2. Seat 1 is at risk, but he has the best hand. Let's take a look at the flop.
All right, Jesse Lonis again applying the pressure, running into kings on the bubble here.
Flop is 10 of hearts, 6 of hearts, deuce of hearts. 2 kings with a king of hearts. He could double up here. Let's take a look at the turn. Turn is the 6 of spades. Kings are still good. He's going to try to double up. Let's see the river card. River card was a deuce, and kings double up. We will not have an elimination here. That completes the all-in and calls. We have 2 all-in players, and we have a whole field of players that are all in the money. Congratulations, everyone.
All right, round of applause.
All right,
for
but I need the 2 players because they're going to split. They're going to split the last place prize money, so they're going to get $7,500 apiece. And I'm going to let them draw high card for a seat into next year. How about that?
Oh, nice.
So I need both players to come over here to 5, 4, 3.
All right, so Jack Effel is going to high card.
I need the player who was eliminated at Daniel's table, and then the other player that was eliminated.
This is wild. So they're going to high card for a main event seat. So they're going to chop the $15K minimum payout. So they're going to get $7,500 each. And now we're going to high card draw for a $10,000 main
What's
event
your
seat
name?
for next year.
Lucas Reeves, what's your name?
Christian Strutmeyer.
Christian Strutmeyer? All right, got that. Okay, all right. So, you know how we're going to do this, right? We're going to spread it. We're going to let you guys draw. You know, like you're drawing a seat, so I'm going to let you pick your own poison. I'm not going to let the dealer draw for you. We're going to, one of you is going to get a seat into next year. All right, so we're going to draw a high card. So I want you to spread the deck. I want you to pick the best card. You can decide who wants to go first. He said, I'm going to go first. Why not? There we go. Jack of hearts. You got to beat the Jack of hearts. Deuce of hearts. Jack of hearts got a seat to next year. Congratulations.
Wow.
All right, we're going to split this place. We're going to give a gentleman a seat to next year. And we're going to get everything reorganized and set. We're all in the money. Give us just a few minutes to get everything back going. Thank you very much. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for working with us. And we'll get you guys back up in action here in just a second.
Not even a Baccarat-style sweat here for the 10K main event seat. Just ripping off the Band-Aid there. How do you not sweat that? Jokes aside there, main event seat dished out. The remaining 1,516 players, all guaranteed $15,000. And now the big rush of eliminations will commence.
I just want to take a picture of it so I have it.
Daniel Negreanu and Phil Ivey in the money.
Oh, shit. I got to get through. That's what I need.
This is going to be one heck of a ride.
All right, I got you.
The next few hours, by the way. Highly encourage you to head on over to PokerGO.com right now. We're going to wrap this thing up in just a minute or two on YouTube.
It's not so bad. Pretty good. That's better than the 15,000, right? You get 17.5. That's not bad. You came out pretty good.
Epic
you'd have to
first
be
couple of hours here.
A couple of hundred more players to be able to get that, right? Yeah. Pretty good. All right.
So Stratmeyer receiving the seat into next year's main event, and we have a look around the room as players are going back to their seats. We're still waiting for cards to get back in the air. Let me already start thanking you guys all for tuning in. It's been quite a ride coupling the bubble here all by my lonesome. You guys helped me through it in the chat and very much appreciated. Lon McCarron, Jesse Sylvia on the call on PokerGO.com right now. A quick quote there from one of the bubble players as we await cards going back in the air here. All right, this gentleman is not too unhappy.
Great.
$7,500 and a main event seat, so he basically got a pay jump already. All remaining players guaranteed only $15K. Let me remind you, we have about 5.5 hours of coverage left right now on PokerGO before the dinner break, and then we have one more level after dinner tonight. So we didn't even burn that much clock here to start, which is kind of wild. My guess is we're going to lose about 400 players in the next couple of hours. Lots of big all-ins to be expected. I just want to wait until cards get back in the air before I send you guys over to PokerGO.com. Everyone waiting here for the word from the dealers, from Jack F1.
Okay, guys, we're getting ready to restart everything.
Shout out to Kev Matt there. Kev Matt, bottom left of your screen,
the main
legend.
thing is keep doing what you're doing. You guys worked with us really well this year, and we appreciate it. And just I want a nice round of applause for everyone. Thank you very, very much. The dealers, the staff, the players, the media, everyone, thank you very much. Well done. Congratulations. It's going to be smooth sailing from here. I wish everyone the best of luck in your journey and making it all the way through the rest of the main event. There's going to be some long days. I know you can do it. I wish you the best of luck. Charlie, let's get these guys some money, okay?
Here at the World Series of Poker Main Event. Guys, once you unfortunately get eliminated, I need you to remain in your seats until a payout runner comes and gets you. Once you get into our pre-payout program, you guys can go everyone pick up your money until July 17th. But it's very important once you get to the aces track that you remain in your seats until we ready, okay? 4,000. Good luck, everybody. Give us plenty. Shuffle the deal.
All right, you saw Negreanu in the money. You're looking at Ivey right now in the money as well. Little smile there from Phil. Let's go, Ivey. Come on. Hopefully Ivey can make a run. Tony Dunst in the mix. Didn't even know he was in the tournament. That's what happens in the main event. So many stars and big-time players still in the hunt. Okay, with cards back in the air, let me officially sign off here. Thank you all so much for joining me for coverage of the bubble on YouTube.
What about Hurricane never has won a trophy?
Little look here at this. Okay, we'll do this hand. We'll do one more hand, and then we'll wrap this up. And Nate's going to raise. So final hand here of our free preview.
16,000.
Nate raising it up with 16K. Staval to his left, ace-9. Lets it go. Atia. Little over 20 bigs. We're in the money. We might see a shove here. Final hand of the free preview. Once again, thank you all for tuning in.
Colin.
And there it is.
Thank you.
Atia jams for 165,000.
In the money. Time to gamble.
That is the sentiment most players will have. In the bin. In the money, time to gamble.
Cool.
Oh, look at this. We're going to get some action. Ifla on 67K.
Okay, ace king.
excuse me, 67K behind.
JJ.
Oh, good hand.
Tens versus jacks.
Tens versus jacks. First hand after the bubble.
All right. I wasn't supposed to play anyway, so good playing with you guys.
Well done. Let's go, boys. Let's
I object. No, I strenuously object.
Nice. Well done.
I strenuously object. I object to this, Your Honor.
All the sweet.
Oh, now we're in TV. We need to
What
wait.
do I have? Do I have any suits? Clubs?
Yeah, you got clubs.
Anybody fold a 10? Nobody?
All right, here comes the flop. Tens at risk.
Oh,
Queen,
clubs.
8-4.
Oh, yeah, 9 of clubs.
Backdoor clubs available for
9 of clubs.
9 of clubs.
Antilla.
I play PLO.
8 is good.
2 outs for the all-in player.
All right, 9 of clubs.
Turn is
Okay.
the deuce of hearts. That's Ian now down to his final
Please
2
give me a
outs.
full house. Put a deuce.
A 10 and a 10 only.
Give me deuce. 10. Oh, there's the.
So close.
So
9 of clubs
close.
on the river.
I think
And
we
on
should
that
have a
note,
Yes,
I will
please.
sign off. Thank you
Hey,
all
I'm
so
not-
much for watching. It's been
Out?
an honor and a
I have
pleasure to call the
2,000,
action.
200
Please
and
continue
something.
watching on
You got
me.
PokerGO.com.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has
Enjoy the
one.
action, and we'll see you
yeah.
tomorrow.
He has less than 200,000.